Hi everyone, and welcome to Kimberbell Designs. I'm Laurie, and today I'd like to talk about file formats for your embroidery machine. To start with, I wanted to cover just a few of the file format types that are available out there. We do have our ART, DST, EXP, and so forth. These are the actual file format types that are generally available for your machines. And you would want to make sure you know which language your machine likes best. So today let's talk just a little bit about a few of these different file format types. To start with, DST is one of the most basic language. And if you think of a file format type as a language, I think it'll be a little bit easier to understand. So to start with, I speak English, obviously. So I'm most comfortable speaking in my native language. If I were to learn a second language, I could maybe speak in that language, but maybe not as fluently or have the best results. I might miss something and it might misinterpret something. So to start with, DST is the most native language for most machine embroidery machines out there. If you were to talk about maybe ART is one of the languages of Bernina and so forth. Now, if you're trying to decide which machine language best suits your machine, the best way is to look in your manual. The second best way would be to look up your specific model number and the name of your machine, including the file type that you're trying to find. So this would be a really great way to make sure your machine is running at the top of its level. If you were to put in the wrong file type, your machine either couldn't read it or it would read it and it would mix up some of the steps, or it may miscategorize some of the order of the steps that you would like to be stitching in. So to start out with, first thing you'll want to do, once you've figured out what your machine type that you do have, then you're going to download your machine file type. So for example, if I were using a Janome and I would want to download a JEF file, the first thing I would do is either put my CD in, or if you're using it as an email or a download, you'll want to download that to your computer. Once you've downloaded your file format type, JEF in this case, then you would either unzip or extract it if needed. A lot of times files come down and they're zipped or compressed in order to allow more data to be placed all at one time in a folder. So once it's extracted or unzipped, then you can save that file to your USB, or if you have a machine that you have just a straight cord, or you're going to airdrop, yes, you can airdrop or wirelessly send those files now to some of your machines. That would be your last step that you would do. And we're hoping that this will be very helpful for those of you that are brand new to this or not quite as familiar with what file type your machine uses. And that would be these steps that you would use in order to retrieve your design on your machine so you can get started stitching. We've made this available for you as a free download if you would like to use it as a reference. You can find it in the link below in the video description. Thank you so much for joining us today.